Hey, what's up? Lenovo's most affordable 10-inch tablet is the Lenovo Tab M10. Today I have its third generation in my review. Let's find out what has been improved, what has not changed, and for whom this tablet is. A couple of words about the package. In the box, in addition to the tablet, I found a manual, a paper clip for the tray, a simple charger and a cable. The tablet itself is a modern classic from Lenovo. If you've seen one of their tablets, then you've seen them all. The body is thin and light. The back panel is mostly metal. About a third of it is made of plastic. This is where the antennae of the wireless modules are hidden. The color is dark gray. From the decor, only the manufacturer's logo and the protruding camera lens. The quality of the whole case is very good. Nothing knocks or creaks. Subjectively no worse than the more expensive Tab P11. The bottom end is clean. On the top are two speakers. They are loud, with a clear stereo effect. The sound with a bias in the upper and middle frequencies. Don't expect any bass. The sound can be tweaked a bit by selecting one of the Dolby Atmos presets in the settings. On the left side is a single microphone. I'll demonstrate its quality later. An audio jack for headphones, which is slowly disappearing from the tablets. USB-C version 2.0 port and a tray for a memory card. On the right side there is a ribbed power button and a volume control button. From the biometrics implemented only face unlock with the front camera. It does not work in the best way. For me, it worked only in vertical orientation. The screen of the Lenovo Tab M10 is an IPS panel with a diagonal of 10.1 inches and a resolution of 1920 by 1200 pixels. The maximum brightness is 320 nits, which is enough for indoor use. There is an auto brightness adjustment. Well, and 100% coverage of the sRGB color space. In case you are bored with correct but boring colors and want a picture more saturated, you can choose the bright profile in the settings and change the color temperature. The refresh rate is 60 Hz. And what you want from a basic tablet. For all other specs, it has a very good screen for the price. The third generation of Lenovo Tab M10 has changed its processor to the Unisoc Tiger T610. This is the entry-level chip. Unisoc company, of course, is not very well known. But technically the processor turned out to be more interesting than the Snapdragon 450 or Helio P22 in previous budget Lenovo tablets. If they consisted only of 8 economic cores A53, here 2 of the 8 productive cores A75. The rest of the cores have been upgraded to A55. The dual-core Mali G52 is responsible for the graphics. There is also 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage of the old standard EMC. No UFS 2 or 3. The main memory can be expanded with memory cards. There is an even more budget version with 3 and 32 GB. In my opinion, this is a bit too little in 2022. Of course, for those interested, I ran the Geekbench CPU performance test, 3DMark wildlife graphics test and an hour-long throttling test. The last test was unnecessary. The tablet practically does not overheat. To put it simply, the processor is more modern and faster. Not a powerhouse, but I have not noticed any slowdowns in social networks, browsing, YouTube or watching movies. The interface is also smooth. The low price of the tablet is felt in the graphic performance and work with files. For example, the process of installing or launching applications. If you play games with rich 3D, then the graphics settings must immediately be lowered to the minimum. For example, the performance preset in Asphalt 9 and the lowest preset in Genshin Impact. This is the only way to get a comfortable frame rate. The chipset also provides a basic set of wireless interfaces. Dual-band Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 5.0 are on board. There's also an LTE version of the tablet with the ability to insert a SIM card and use mobile internet. The battery Lenovo Tab M10 has an average capacity of 5,100 mAh. This is enough for 9 to 10 hours of browsing or watching videos. If you do not turn the brightness of the screen to maximum. It comes with a 10-watt charger. Yes, charging is not fast. From 0 to 100 in about 3.5 hours. So just leave the tablet on charge overnight. The camera set here is completely basic. for scenarios like video calls and to quickly shoot some document. In front module for 5 megapixels with fixed focus. Behind, for 8 megapixels with autofocus. Yes, there are some simple settings. Designed as clearly as possible. Night mode, HDR, background blur or face retouching. Even a highlighted translation mode. But even after lighting myself up with 2 soft boxes, I got a pretty average quality portrait. In general, do not expect too much. Well, an example of a video with sound on the front camera.
It's front-facing camera of Lenovo Tab M10 tablet, third generation.
Tab M10 in terms of software is a classic tablet from Lenovo. Clear, without too much decor, the shell based on Android 11. Lenovo tablets usually get one big update. So, the 12th Android should arrive on the M10 around the end of the year. The tablet has a full suite of Google apps pre-installed, including the Entertainment Center on the far left screen in the kids' space, plus Office and Netflix. For users of Netflix and similar services, it may be useful to know that the security level here is L1. So theoretically there will be no restrictions on the content quality. And so, just in case, let me remind you of the price of the Lenovo Tab M10 Gen 3. It is about US $200 to $240 depending on the market. Despite its budget positioning, the Tab M10 turned out to be quite a good versatile tablet. Yes, it is somewhat boring. It doesn't have an OLED panel, no million points in synthetic tests, and a bunch of speakers. But it has a good screen, excellent build quality, good battery life, stereo speakers. Plus, the third generation was a bit of a performance boost. Well, it just works. Without unpleasant surprises and pain with setup. Perfect for social networking, YouTube, reading and simple games on the big screen. I did not find any obvious cons. In this price segment, Lenovo mostly faces no-name Chinese companies from AliExpress. And Lenovo fights them well with brand and quality. So, I have only wishes for the future, which I repeat in reviews of many affordable tablets. Like a fingerprint scanner for easier unlocking. After all, even the most budget smartphones have one. And maybe a little bit more power. But Lenovo already has higher models like M10 Plus, P11, P11 Plus. That's been it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.